A different from Akroma back for 1 GG. Message us a subscribe to for 1 GG. Message subscribe. No, I like no, I share. No one turn on notification bell and say update be a no. On submit to me, I can make out a comment section once you order. Message so believe you comment me be a cost 101. And then in summer, a day brim and a Supreme Court and some a course so a year and run on someone to see what no. Na and someone to see what a year MPP for a Markins. It me almost me boycott a match or Parliament one AP wasn't anything different. And I say, and you be na it must be happen. No. No, he say there is one journalist be always posting Markins say there was a secret meeting, there was a hidden meeting be after your fair and some other MPP leaders a call Bagbin also omone na kwa kokasa na papa na enti na asem na chese opamo omo sa akoko enti na mba sa decision was taken nyenko tie nsem no nche mu meeting be na omo ye na nsem be na call so meeting na se ye ba de aka bia na ye de be so
mun say ebra Alan Kwadwo Chiramanten ensem bi ye na pe na MPP for tro krata MPP for tro krata emirikatuo wo mu dimirika te se Philistine na soldier for krika and wo mu de krata no beto Ghana for nim say from ene eko Alan Kwadwo Chiramanten Hobson Yalvi Adoye and former communications director Mpo obey MP for identity Chalemo for dinim remi. There were about how many of them? Yalboabe Asamoah and a big kika hon. And ye hun kika hon. NPP we is uncle Funi Nedi. Nanu maybe someone agree say a day and I know dear. Man fair no so supreme and a court in the kahon. And our members of Parliament in here. Some but I dear back where see a Shannon soon say. She ye Supreme Court in the tone chain, ye Parliament tone chain. The political organization and say ye MPP no one kasamo law no the laws of NPP are explicitly clear. OBM and ever since this party was formed in 1992. Adia maya modia ye adwuma fiti memrim ebesi ne eba ne say na mebao nti is it the first time obi cross the carpet and obi eco independence MPP mi bisa mo monim na egu ase monim egu ase mo se onyankopon ne ye kano yes, so father born to them. Yes, and the Ghanaians, Munshadie, a significant portion of their constitutional powers have been taken from the president. Oh, yes, and I'm winning. President Akufo-Addo Naswan is Shiroff. So the president remained the president, but you know, he's an executive president. And power is heavily concentrated at the central government. Yes, Anna. And the president in the war, power is bebre. Just say, Parliament be kahu. Now, if the president ne jumano, na eden ne di. Ebria mi kasei. Sa 2 minute woman penny and semwa obetimi yusu ne majority in the house, in the August house. That majority have been shut down, short-circuited. No, ontimi. And I read a special report, a special edition on your debut, and want to brace yourself. But Maminye will answer. German. So which is which? It gives a clear. The Supreme Court made a preposition. The Speaker also comes and states his position. So both. Man must understand that the balance of power is within the equilibrium. Period. The balance of power is at play, and both are on the equilibrium, and nobody can sink the other state organ. No. Now, the Supreme Court, the Chief Justice, Evict me, Speaker Nedi. Yeah, take notes. Speaker no. Chief Justice betimi eyinedi, our powers will betimi di eyinedi. But Speaker no so our powers or this scrutinizing Chief Justice the budget or spending. In fact, the budget that makes the whole Supreme Court. Without money, the Supreme Court is not Supreme Court. But Parliament have the powers to scrutinize the judiciary, including to summon the Chief Justice and any dom to appear before the August House and explain ABCD. And failure on the Supreme Court or the judiciary to explain ABCD of what this money was used for, the House can summon the Chief Justice for so many contempts and otherwise. Oh yes, Ghanaians. Oh, I'm trying to show you the balance of power. Bagbin. I know Speaker Bagbin way back, and I know him to be one of the tough guys. All right? Yes. And no than Kenya. It was that the balance of power no, is so explicitly clear that Bagbin, as of yesterday, there was a highly anticipation here. Bagbin was going to go and toe the line of the Supreme Court and say, hey, wait a minute, please. No, because if you read the Consultative Assembly, the framers and the draft of the 1992 Constitutional, folks, all these issues need to do it, including legal luminaries, flooded the media airspace and making noise. Well, all this noise will be shut off. But again, I can understand and appreciate the legal luminaries, what they are doing, because if not about, say, a significant number of the legal luminaries, both are trying to speak to position the law on the basis of which political organization they belong to, or otherwise they favor. Other than that, the law is explicitly clear. The 1992 Constitution, Article 97 JH, is clear in unambiguity. What are you people talking about? What the nature of what? I feel as of what Bagbin did last week, Bagbin has not interpreted the law. Hey, you see, the draftsmen of the 1992 Constitution derived from the the Consultative Assembly. The Consultative Assembly and all the roadmap, those individuals were not naive. They were not doing this thing. I mean, they were not doing it in a naivety. No, they knew. And they knew said this day will come. They knew this day will come. And it's beginning to look as though under the control of President Adodankwa Akufo-Addo has made the Supreme Court assaulted Parliament severally and overly. And this is an affront to the 1992 Constitution, and we must call them to order. No. Come on. In any case, let's look at something here. Parliament, there were three structures fundamentally or the operating. Parliament, let's try and see if we can figure it out. Say Parliament, one, or your autonomous body. Two, Parliament is a house of records. Three, Parliament, yes, one or the third one, Babeka. Folks, can you guess it? Or a master of his own rules. Munkobisa MPP, go and ask your late your late GH Mensa, Munkobisa no. Munko go na Munkobo GH Mensa, nin nanum mumbum GH nekre Munkobisa no. Absolutely rubbish. A drum moment 10 and him guasia and him anime guasia, and you are trying to force and untwist the Supreme Court's hands. Na judge for na muguoro, munye careful. Ghanaians, are you aware? Say, the 5-member panel now, in less than or if like 24 hours, next Supreme Court panel 5 no matter say no mama dear an interlocutory injunction on Parliament. By the way, go and figure out but go and figure out how many of them when we have panel members of the 5-member committee, the same members, sat on Judge Kesi's case. Are you aware, Ghanaians? Are you aware of that? Are you aware? The 5-member committee now, panano omutna, same way, you know. Two of them sat on Judge Kesi's case. And then why? But you have to understand one thing. Ghanaians and the Supreme Court, with the greatest of respect, Parliament is a grounds. It's a fertile grounds for politics. The Supreme Court, and your politics. But Parliament is a grounds, it's a platform for politics. Therefore, what is your business there? What is your business in that august house? How? As you're saying. And ever since in our political jurisprudence, the first of its kind, that the Supreme Court is trying to step over its bounds and interpret something for the legislative house, when in actual sense, the legislative house, Nankasana, is what? That is where we enact laws. That's what we Supreme Court, we interpret law. Parliament in the Shishemrano. So, the duty bound on Parliament cannot, will not, and may not be it's completely inexplicable. And I'm saying, Chief Justice, please step aside. It says, their forebears have always used civil advocacy to resolve their issues. Ebra wonu ko fiona free enyomu mu ye den no. A.Markin who said no, the edro ni de. There be. So mo ye den, wo mo pe baby fa. Meanwhile, na available information kire say A.Markin any other leadership e share speaker no. And the speaker say, "Ye na yenko the floor of the house. Na me fa masem enkonko to ho. Me de to ho wi a, then the rest of the issues, it would take care of itself." A.Markin ti we ya no onwa fast aba floor ho obaya no we be hold press conference. O hold press conference or say ye call your offices near kwatwen me speaker na bansana. Meanwhile no ni speaker na transfer edi nkomo. Okwa onene dom no wo mu di mirika no mko hwehwe o office ho enimguase sa to sa enepa wo.
If not for what in summer ekoso na say wo A.Markin wa fa chiri ekope ensem kaye bi from the Speaker of Parliament. Na papa na dismiss you o baya no be fa wonko for be marching to our office na march straight be press conference e kasa ye de ye kwa office e de nti na memo wakasa wo ko office e wode be ho enam suban a okoda na de nti kwa wo ko office go no e de be pa na nti nka ko ka che papa no in favor of you and as say papa na nka se mo na mo the majority. There is no way say Bagbin Bayesa because that man is a man of truth. Onjina ho emo bia than the law of this country. Mra mu nyina mahhehye madam nza hye ase ana papa ne use wode ye na adwuma enti die enti na wo fa akiri with your leaders ko papa no in such a way say it will be in favor of you. Unzo call ya wan tie wa no asem anasa wan tie asem apeso o kan ntin a o ma o call say ye nyina ye ba hodom ohun say you just give out an alarm for your people say oh papa no wan tie ma asem kwa me dey ba enti ba ya ye match out nyesa enimguase de beka enimguase akwaba MPP4 and some way nyina ye some a course so hwe ni nyina sie so wa hwe ni nyina si so meso so be kwa hwe ni nyina na me ka say I Alpha OneTV meso say unya subscribe ya be subscribe no like no say no turn on notification bell so be update bia you no on sabetumi aka makarama.